Java syntax for loop constructors. Now here we'll be understanding three kinds of loop. First is the for loop, second is the while loop, and the third one is the do while loop. There are three loops present. We'll be learning each one of them one by one. Okay, we'll be learning the procedures, we'll be seeing their flow diagrams and everything. And we'll also run the code on Eclipse. Now we first of all come to for loop. Now we come to the for loop. For loop allows code to be repeatedly executed. Okay, loop means that it will do the things again and again. It will go on, right? So when you have to do something again and again repeatedly, in that case what you can do, you can use loops, and one of them is for loop. They are typically used when the number of iterations is known. For loop there are three kinds of loop. Okay, now when to use which loop? Now in case of for loop, the condition can be, the favorable condition is, if you know the number of iterations, if you know that the loop should run exactly for 10 times, in that case you should always use a for loop. Okay, so this is what is written right here. If you are aware of the number of iterations, then in that case always use a for loop. Moving on, if you see the syntax of a for loop, you use the keyword for. You open up the parenthesis. Within that, first thing is you do the initialization. You initialize a value. Second is the condition. Now based on this condition, this for loop will end. Till the time the condition is true, this for loop will keep on running, and as soon as the condition becomes false, it will get out of the loop. Finally, you will be incrementing the value of the variable, as well as you can also decrement the value to run the loop. And whenever the condition is true, all those times these statements will get executed again and again. If you see the sample right here, for integer I equal to 0, that means you are initializing a variable, you check the condition, that is I less than 5. Till the time the value of I is less than 5, this loop will run, and you are also incrementing the value of I, because if you do not increment the value of I will always remain 0, and 0 will always be less than 5. So this loop will run for infinite times. Okay, so that is why you initialize, you actually increment a value. So first time, second time, third time, fourth time, this loop will run for 5 times from 0 to 4, and as soon as the value of I becomes equals to 5, it will get out of the loop. What is the working of a for loop? The initialization expression initializes the loop. First of all, it gets executed once as the loop begins. It only gets executed, that is, we are talking about integer I equals to 0, so that expression gets executed for only one time. When the termination expression evaluates to false, the loop terminates. That is, when the condition is equals to false, it will get out of the loop. The increment expression is invoked after each iteration through the loop. So you saw that for loop has got three parts. One is the initialization, second is the condition, and the third one is the increment part. So these three lines are actually explaining why these three parts are divided and what is the function of these three parts. Okay, we have got a for loop. Okay, for initialization is integer I equal to 0, I less than 5 is the condition or the termination expression. Okay, I'll show you how it works. First, initialize the value. It is only called for one time. After that, this is checked with the condition. It will check whether the value of I is less than 5 or not. Okay. Why to check right after initialization? Because you can initialize the value of I to 10. Then if we are not checking the condition, then this loop will run in a wrong condition, right? So as soon as you initialize the value, it has to be checked with the condition. If it is true, it will directly come here and execute the statements that are present in for block. After that, it comes here and increments the value of I. Okay, that is I plus plus will increment the value of I by 1. Presently it was 0, then here it will become 1. I equals to 1. It will again come here and check the condition. After checking the condition, if it finds it true, it will move inside and it will again execute the statements right here. Come here, it will increment the value of I. It will become 2 right now. Again check the condition like that. It will go 3. It again goes 4. And when the value of I is become 5, it will check the condition. That time 5 is not less than 5. It will get out of the while for loop. and it won't execute these statements that time. Moving on, I come to a while loop. Okay, the while statement continually executes a block of statements while a particular condition is true. Similarly, as it is in a for loop, it will keep on executing the statements again and again till the condition is false, right? Now if we see the syntax of a while loop, we have got while, place a condition within the parenthesis right here. On the basis of this condition, till the time it is true, it will keep on executing the statements that are present in the while block. Now if you see the example right here, you have initialized a value I outside, use the while keyword in the parenthesis, you check the value of I, you check whether the value of I is less than 5 or not. If it is less than that, it will move inside, it will first of all print the value of I and then increment the value. Can you show the definition again? Alia says. The definition is the while statement continually executes a block of statements while a particular condition is true. Okay? Is that clear to you, Alia, now? Every one of you. Moving on, I hope this sample is also clear to you. Okay, I get yeses now. Now let's move on and we'll check the while loop working. How does the while loop actually work? The while statement evaluates expression. If the expression evaluates to true, the while statement executes the statements that are present in the while block. The while statement continues executing its block until the expression evaluates to be true, to false, okay, until. That is, as soon as the condition is false, it will just get out of the while loop. Now I come to the working of a while loop. First of all, the value of I gets initialized, then it is checked, okay, the value of I gets checked in the while condition, that is whether it is less than 5 or not. As soon as it finds true, it will get inside, it will execute the statements right here and it will increment the value of I. After that, it again comes back and checks the value of I. If it finds true, again it's come here, it will increment the value, again it will check the condition. So it will keep on running the cycle till the value of I is not less than 5. That means as soon as it is equal to 5, it will get out of the while loop. So this is the flow diagram. This is the working of a while loop right here. We come to do while loop. Do while loop allows the code to be executed at least once. Okay, based on a given Boolean condition, it will proceed further. Similarly, as in a while loop, there is a Boolean value that it takes. Similarly, here it takes a Boolean value as the condition. Now, executed at least once. You'll understand this line soon. Okay, Alia says, and the syntax for a while loop be, no Alia, it cannot be like this. It is the syntax for loop, not for the while loop. Okay. Now if we see the syntax right here of a do while loop, how to write it? Write the keyword do, open the braces right here. In the braces, place your condition statements, that is statement 1 and 2. After that, you place the while keyword and within that you place the condition on which this loop will run. Sample is integer I equals to 0. Do keyword, open up the braces, place the statement right here, that is system.out.println I. You'll increment the value of I and finally close the braces. After that, write the while keyword and check the condition, that is I less than 5. Now, what is the working of a do while loop? First, the code within the block is executed and then the condition is evaluated. Okay. That means whatever is the code present in the do while block gets executed first and after that it checks the condition. If the condition is true, the code within the block is executed again. This repeats until the condition becomes false. So this is the working, quite simple working of this right here. First the execution of the block, then checking the condition. Okay, and it will do the same thing till the condition becomes false. Now, let's see the diagram and understand what is the working of a do while loop. First, initialize the value of I, that is initialize a variable that will be considered as the counter of the while loop. The do while loop. Then move inside and execute the statements right here. After that, increment the value of I, check the condition right here. If the value of I is less than 5, it will again come here and execute the statements right here. Increment the value of I and then check the condition. This process will be followed till the condition of I is equals to 5. As soon as it is equals to 5, it will get out of the loop and it won't execute the statements after that.